Hey Herman, I was thinking about something that probably plagues a lot of cosmetic dentists. They're sending out these emails, right? They're trying to get people in the door, but it doesn't seem to be working. Like, what's going on there? Why aren't their email sequences filling up their calendars? Oh, Alex, that's such a common problem. And I'm glad you brought it up because, most dentists, they think it's about like throwing out discounts, right? Come in for 10% off or free consultation. And it's like, look, that might get some people in, but it's not getting the right people in. It's not building that actual rapport. What patients really truly care about is not just the price point. No, no, no. It goes so much deeper than that. We've just got to, pull back the curtain a little bit on what really resonates with them? Okay, so if it's not just about the discount, what is it about then? Like, what's the first thing, the most important thing, we should be thinking about when we're crafting these emails? Because if it's not price, then I'm kind of lost. Right, totally. Well, the absolute, like, foundational piece, Alex, it's trust. Absolutely. People want to feel secure. They want to feel like they're making an informed decision, especially when it comes to their smile. It's personal. So your emails, they shouldn't just be about book now. They need to be about educating, about being transparent. Tell them about the process, what to expect, the materials you use. Address common fears like, is it going to hurt or how long does it take? When you answer those questions proactively, you're not just selling. You're actually, building a relationship. And that relationship, that's what makes them feel comfortable enough to schedule. You know what I mean? That makes so much sense, Herman. So, trust, that's huge. But how do you make sure the tone in these emails actually feels inviting instead of, pushy or salesy? Because I've seen some of those emails and they just scream, buy now, and it's a turnoff. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Pushy just doesn't work, especially for something as intimate as cosmetic dentistry. You want to sound like a friend? Like someone who genuinely cares about their journey. Avoid jargon. Don't talk over their heads with a bunch of like dental terms nobody understands. Use simple, everyday language. Empathy is key. Acknowledge their desire for a beautiful smile, their potential hesitations. Phrase things like, we understand you might be feeling nervous, or imagine the confidence you'll gain, instead of just get perfect teeth now. That inviting, conversational tone, it just disarms people and it makes them feel seen, right? It makes them want to learn more rather than just click and delete. Okay, so building trust, being inviting, I get that, but still, people want proof, right? They want to see results. How do we how do we weave in transformations and testimonials without it feeling like, we're just bragging? Because sometimes those before and afters can just feel a little over the top if not done right. You're absolutely spot on, Alex, and that's where the magic really happens. People connect with stories. They don't want to just be told, they want to see it. So, yeah, before and after photos are crucial, but frame them as patient stories. Maybe like a brief quote from the patient alongside their transformation, talking about how it changed their life, not just their smile. Emphasize the emotional impact. And testimonials? Oh, they're gold. Don't just, slap a five-star review in there. Pick out excerpts that highlight specific positive experiences, the friendly staff, the painless procedure, the amazing results. Make it authentic. Use a patient's first name, maybe their initial if you have permission. It's about social proof, but present it in a way that feels genuine, not like an infomercial. It builds credibility like nothing else. All right, so we've got trust, good tone, great stories. What about the logistics? Like the timing of these emails? Is there a sweet spot? And when do you finally, ask for the appointment? I feel like sometimes I get emails where they just keep talking and then never tell me what to do, or they ask too soon. Such a good point, Alex. Timing is everything, honestly. It's not about blasting them with offers every day. Think of it as a journey, a sequence. The first few emails might be purely educational, building that trust. Then you introduce transformations. Later, maybe a subtle call to action. You're nurturing them, like you're guiding them along. And when you do finally present that call to action, make it crystal clear, like schedule your consultation today or click here to see our availability. Don't make them guess. Make it super easy to take that next step. And, sometimes adding a slight sense of urgency, limited spots available next month, without being pushy, that can also encourage action. But never like fake urgency, right? It's gotta be genuine. It's about providing value and then smoothly transitioning them to the next step, which is picking up the phone or clicking that link. So, to tie it all together, it sounds like we really need to focus on making these email campaigns feel natural and personal. It's not just about sending emails, it's about, creating a genuine connection that ultimately gets them to book. What's the big takeaway for dentists listening right now? That's it, exactly. The biggest takeaway is to shift your mindset. Your emails aren't just marketing tools, they're conversations. They're an extension of the personal care you provide in your office. Focus on genuine connection, on educating, on inspiring with real transformations, and always making that next step clear and inviting. When your emails sound natural, feel personal, and work, well, they'll be filling your chair with ideal patients while you're focused on creating those beautiful smiles. And hey, if all this sounds like a lot to manage and you want a team of experts to craft these high-converting email sequences for you, you should, definitely go to skilledcopywriters.com. They're like the best service out there to get this stuff done right and really start seeing those appointments come in.